let's I don't know. Let's see. What do we? God, I have some stuff, and some of it is just. Okay, let's do this one.
Oh God.
So you don't even know what it is yet.
I hate this guy.
When trying to bring about significant.
So this is from ABC. Now, not ABC, Disney ABC. This is the Australian Broadcasting Channel, which we've brought up on the show before. You know, gave us the remember Demi Laudner? That's where we know her from. The ABC comedy, Australian Broadcasting Comedy. And then remember the cat guy from there, the meow guy? He's from there too. So this is at one of their, I guess, Q&A segments at their version of like a comedic View, I guess. The TV show The View. So let's check out this question from this gentleman.
When trying to bring about significant change, when is aggression and violence a better option than assertiveness, strong arguments, and modelling the behaviour you expect of others?
Ashton? When none of that other stuff works.
So wait. Sorry, I got to tell you what the topic of this time. So this is feminism, okay? This is feminism. That's what this whole thing is about. It's only women sitting up there. Yes.
No shit. Look at that lineup of monsters.
It is. This is the guy's question about feminism. Let's hear it again, just so we get a really good idea of what he's asking. Of course, it's a Twitter video, so it's going to be a fucking bitch because of it. I hate Twitter videos. All right, let me refresh. Let's do this again.
When trying to bring about significant change, when is aggression and violence a better option than assertiveness, strong arguments, and modelling the behaviour you expect of others?
Ashton? When none of that other stuff works.
So if people don't give in, then you have to get violent. Okay, first off, you're women, so that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Do you understand that no matter what you do, you're still women?
Yeah.
And that's not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, and besides, I mean, if you try that, some of us will just become stronger women and beat the shit out of you.
Yes.
In all of your sports.
Quite a profile.
Yeah.
Simple as that? Yep.
Thanks, thanks, Weigel.
So great answer for this that a lot of people do not like. I want patriarchy to fear feminism.
Then you know what you're going to need in your movement? Men. Like it doesn't really work if you don't have men in it.
And there is a chapter in my book on violence. There is a chapter on
Oh, good. She has a book, Mike.
They all do.
Hey, Twitter, you want to help me out here today? Twitter, please? Please? Oh, my God.
my book about white women who voted for Trump and white women who accept crumbs from patriarchy because they allow their whiteness to trump their gender.
But white women that voted, what the fuck does that, you're in Australia, you fucking assholes. What does our president have to do with you?
Everything.
It's even because
They're obsessed.
It really blows my mind.
Utterly obsessed.
I'm fully aware of this. But at the end of the day, even those white women have to recognize that nothing protects them from patriarchy. Nothing. For me, as a feminist, the most important thing is to destroy patriarchy. And all of this talk about how if you talk about violence...
You know how men got control? By doing things. Like, they went out there, they shed blood, they died. No, seriously, like, fucking go back as far as you want. They bash people in the head with clubs and they go, this is mine now. They were strong. Men didn't get things, didn't go to the top of the fucking food chain because of whining and bitching on TV.
I have to disagree with you there. The reason why men are in charge is because God created us and said, hey, you're in charge, and don't listen to any of her bright ideas or the little shit she puts in your head because it's going to fuck you all up. And the minute God turned his back, we're like, sure, I'll have some of the apple.
Yeah, sorry, we're not going to listen to one of my spare ribs.
Yeah.
violence.
How good are spare ribs?
Oh, so good.
We got any spare ribs back there?
Fresh out. Fucking starving. Sorry.
Coming like the men. My question... So your question is a really important one, but I'm going to answer it with another question.
This is why women... the irony here is great. This is why women are never in charge. Because when you get asked the question, instead of answering it, You answer it with another question.
As opposed to like, if you're a guy and you go, why don't we smash the patriarchy? Because it's gay. Next question.
Next,
We'll just
move
move
on.
on.
Move
No,
on.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer your question with another question. Because it's fucking gay. All right, yeah.
Beat it.
Next question.
How long must we wait for men and boys to stop murdering us, to stop beating us?
You're the one that wants to kill babies. How fucking dare you? I love murdering us, men and boys because right now in developed countries, by the way, women aren't just getting routinely murdered on the streets. And if they are,
All the time.
and the women that are getting beat in these countries like Australia or in fucking England and in places like that, they're getting murdered by immigrants that you let in
Yeah.
who haven't decided that women are people yet. Fuck you.
And to stop raping us. How many rapists must we kill? Not the state, because I disagree with the death penalty.
But you agree with
Wait,
murder?
wait.
So you disagree with the
what?
death penalty, but you agree with murder?
Must we kill? Not the state, because I disagree with the death penalty, and I want to get rid of incarceration, and I'm with you on the police. So I want women themselves. As a woman, I'm asking, how many rapists must we kill until men stop raping us?
But not using the police force, because she's not for the police force. She doesn't believe, she just said in incarceration, I guess in general. She doesn't believe in incarceration. She believes in none of that stuff. So you're telling me if a man comes into your home and tries to rape you, you're not going to call the police? You're going to kill him yourself? So she's advocating, she doesn't like the death penalty because it's barbaric,
You gotta
apparently.
murder people instead.
But she's saying
maybe she's
that you have to kill men?
well, maybe she just is pro death penalty, but like very, very pro small government,
I guess.
like a Ron Paul death penalty kind of approach.
I guess the free market will decide if you live.
Yeah, and the free
So,
and
Mona-
by the free market, I mean me and my Walther PPK.
Yes.
Them's fighting words. Spectator Australia is already saying Mona's promoting violence. Mm-hmm. That's what you're doing?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm saying
You're promoting violence.
that violence has been owned by the state. That violence has been given by the state to its police. That violence has been allowed to...
Whoa, we were ignoring this over here. We're ignoring... Who's this?
I believe in feminism too.
No.
I was one of
That's-
the first radio hosts to have a female co-host.
That's trans Phil Spector.
She was also a black, so I was like doubling up there.
That's not... It's not.
Actually,
Continue.
it actually looks a little bit also like Steven Tyler.
Yeah, you're right. Jesus Christ. By the way, shout out to OSW. Her Kane Frizz level is at 80%.
You're right.
Right?
Unchecked mostly by men, especially privileged men. So exactly how long
How long
do
are
I
we
have
gonna?
to wait?
How long are we gonna let Sasha Banks' mom fucking just drone on? about the
Martha
patriarchy?
Banks.
Guadalupe Banks.
By men, especially privileged men. So exactly how long
Someone called her Sideshow Babs.
That's a good one.
Sideshow Babs.
I like that.
But especially bought.
by men, especially privileged men. So exactly how long do I have to wait to be safe? And
Okay,
when I
let me
say
ask
to
Murray-
You're not safe. You are. You live in a country that's
Yeah.
relatively safe.
Hey, you stupid bitch! Nobody's ever 100% safe. That's life.
Yeah.
Like
seriously.
you're not. You have no constitutional right to safety.
They want power, but they also want to be protected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the founding fathers gave us a lot of rights, but even they were like, I can't guarantee these idiots are going to be safe.
Yeah, seriously.
People are morons. They're going to get themselves killed all the time.
Sorry, I can't do that.
Literally all the time.
safe,
Murray,
there's
what
a
do you-
hierarchy of safety too.
Hang on.
Obviously, people of color, disabled people, etc.
Murray, what do you think of that answer? How do you feel about this?
I guess there's two things. One is there's a lot of smashing and destroying.
Yes.
But what's the alternative? So
The alternative
that's
is
one
a
thing.
world where I'm not raped and murdered.
Okay, but that world's never going to exist.
But
lady.
you're okay, but you're alive and you're currently not being raped. So you're living in that world. You're living in that world right now.
This is... It's like...
They want all. You know what it is, man? they want, and I'm speaking specifically of these fucking crazy, like, this is now 27th wave feminism. Like, really, we've gone off the deep end. They want everything that men have earned without having to work for it. You know what I mean? They want equal pay, but they don't want to be garbage men. You know what I mean? They want to make the same amount of money, but they don't want to fucking die in a machining accident like men have to do in a factory where they made your fucking glasses, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
You know who invented your hair dye? A man.
I'm sure you think this is all fun and games, but let's be fair here. 110% of women have been raped in the past week.
Don't think that's true.
Yeah, well, you're a bigot.
Don't mean, unless you went to FSU, that is
cool.
not a true stat.
I didn't realize you were just saying that rape is a made-up thing. No,
I'm
it's not.
not saying it's made up.
Royce, rape is fake and gay, Lopez.
I have this article here. 110% women were raped. Oh, you didn't read the last part. In Puerto Rico. That's a little different. It's a little different. I'm kidding. I can't say I love Puerto Rico.
110. Oh, wait, no. It's 110% of women have been raped while actresses by Jewish producers.
Wait, no, I have this. Sorry, I apologize. It says 110% of women have been raped that have gone to a specific Long Island neighborhood.
Oh. Well,
a lot of power coming out of there, almost like have a radio thing in the bottom of it or something.
No, I'm seeing this now. 105% of women deserve to be. All right, so never mind. Let's.
Where
go on
are you reading this from? Can you send me the link?
MGTOW.com.
Oh, okay, cool. It's a good site. It's a good site. Excuse me, they're not incels anymore. According to Emma Watson, they're self-partnered people.
Once a woman's raped, her sexual market value decreases by.
So you're on Reddit. Got it. I got it.
Raped and murdered.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. That's a good start. The other thing is, too, if you think...
Notice nobody's clapping for her like she was expecting. You could tell she was expecting yeah, let's fucking get him!
Fucking Jeb Bush should come out and beg for people to clap.
I don't like Australian Adam Carolla either. Stand up for yourself.
About bullying. Bullying begets bullies. So violence begets violence is what I'm seeing. So
Let me bring Jess in on that about the, violence begets violence.
Well, it's interesting. I think if anyone's shocked by what Mona's suggesting, you just have to look back to history and a certain faction of the suffragettes in the early 20th century, they used violence. They thought what they were fighting was a civil war between the sexes. They smashed windows. That one side.
Oh, they smashed windows. So that's the same. That's the smashing windows is the same as literally killing people.
Yes. They're heroes, Royce.
See, here's what happens. You fucking morons. If you try to enact violence against men, you're going to get killed and in your very nature make a world where more women are murdered. No, think about it. Isn't that what would happen? If we had a purge, right? If there was like this purge, like once, like the movie The Purge, great name for it. If we had a purge, right, every year, once a year.
Do they say the name of the movie in the movie?
They do.
They say the name of the movie.
And then they roll the credits. I guess this time they purged us. It's nothing like that, by the way. It's actually a pretty good movie. But anyway, if there was a purge, right, and women were allowed to do that, just fucking hunt men, you know what would happen?
A lot of dead women.
Be a lot of dead women. Like, that's what would happen. And so you don't want that.
A lot of guys getting shot in the shoulder and going, ow.
What are you
the
doing?
fuck is wrong with you? And then getting murdered and raped by a guy with a fucking bleeding shoulder.
There'd be a lot of dudes wiping pepper spray out of their eyes and cleaning blood off their hands. Because that's what would happen. Stop, you fucking morons. You know what used to happen when you weren't raped and murdered? When you used to act like ladies. When you used to, you know what I mean? You used to sit home and cook and take care of the kids. And then you weren't. Everyone was fine. Men protected you. You know who stops women from being raped and murdered on a daily basis? Men. Men do that.
Male police officers.
Yeah, male police officers.
Suffragette actually went up to a young Winston Churchill in 1909 and whipped him with a horsewhip at a railway station. I mean, like, there was... Someone likes that. Winston Churchill did a lot of shitty things. Hey,
you know what? I agree. Winston Churchill did a lot of shitty things. But I think the things that I'm thinking of will get me kicked off of YouTube, and the things you're thinking of are completely different.
Yup.
You know, like that was, for a faction, a violent movement. And the only thing that stopped their militancy was World War One. You know, if it hadn't been for World War One,
If it wasn't for men having to actually put their fucking life on the line, if it wasn't for men actually having to put their life on the line, they would have actually cared about women. No, here's what happened. You women were breaking windows at your little sewing circles, and then the entire planet went to war, and we're like, we better send some men over there to take care of this. Fucking asshole.
there's no telling what might have happened because they were fighting for their lives.
And World War One was violence.
hang on,
World
Mona,
War One
Ashton.
is violence by men against men.
Mona,
World War One is all war is violence of men against men. That's what war is. Because you bitches don't want to be drafted.
1 second, let's have
It's
Ashton
never
go.
the ideal. It's never the first thing to go to. But, you know, slave rebellions. I mean, there are...
Slave rebellions. You notice that these fucking bitches, they never want equality when it comes to fucking for the draft. Like they're never like, and also we should have to sign up if there's a war when we're 18.
Yeah, they again, I have said this before, feminism is not about being equal to men. Feminism's about being treated equal to hot chicks.
Yep.
That's all this is
That's
about.
what it is, you're right.
And they're never going to be hot chicks.
many causes where people have resorted to violence as a way to finally break through and get heard and achieve what we need. And if that
Well, then here's what I'm going to say to you. Look, not many times will I try to speak for a group of people. I will speak for all men. And if men disagree with me, tell me, but okay. Then fucking do it. Do it. Stop talking about it. If you're feeling froggy, leap. Like, resort to violence. Do it. Do it now. I dare you. I fucking dare you. Do it. No, because that's all you do. You guys talk about things that could be done, but usually it's men that have to go in and take care of them. You know, somebody commented the other day and goes, I like you guys, but are you a bit sexist? Yes.
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 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll never not be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, you gotta realize, like, we don't hate women.
No.
But you guys are absolute shite to deal with.
And look, of course, obviously, there's some women that get it and will go be like, yeah, you're right. I actually would have preferred to be in the kitchen and hanging out. There's a lot of women that think that, but they're not going to be on these panels, you know?
We don't want this in a boardroom meeting.
Right.
People are trying to get things done.
Yeah, and it's just talk, talk, talk. If you think violence is the answer, okay, cool, then fucking do it.
Yeah, come on, bow up.
Let's go. Come on, let's party. I'm down. If you think that's what's going to solve it, that's fine. But as long as you agree that at the end of it, you will accept the results of your little experiment. That's the only thing I
You
ask.
have to accept whatever the outcome is.
happens. Whatever happens,
They'll
you
all
have
be
to
in
go.
cages going, I thought this was a good idea.
This is what you wanted. This is what you're going to get. Congratulations.
And I
That's
mean,
what it-
I'm even going to beat back, like, if it comes down to it and you really want a civil war between the genders, I'll back weak men over
Yeah.
strong women. I'm sorry. It's just...
It's not going to work. Stop. Fucking stop.
There's a reason why there's no more women's sports.
And that's why, I really don't like I really obviously don't like the hardcore trans movement. I think it's bad. Like getting women in the sports and stuff like that. But I always say, like, in everything in life, there's silver linings, right? One of the silver linings to this trans movement is that these feminists have to accept men in dresses.
Yeah,
in their you have to
Not only accept them in
you
their
have
groups,
to
but in their sports.
in their sport.
And they're stripping great women from their trophies and their scholarships and their futures.
You now have to accept it, because if you don't, you're the bigot. You have pigeonholed yourself now, because a lot of these same feminists, except for TERFs, and let's face it, none of these are TERFs. Except for TERFs, these feminists all have to accept men now becoming women, so now you have men in your group that are going to start running it. That would be great. That's what you have to do. You need to do it. That's the silver lining to everything. This is the world you wanted. This is the world you get. So if you want to get violent, let's get violent.
And now the end result of that is you catching elbows to the face during a half-court game.
That's exactly. That's how it goes.
By some big Nyla Rose
When
looking bitch.
Joanna man fucking blows up on you, I don't want to hear it. This is what you wanted.
That's why I've always said, the patriarchy, which they hate so much, they say, it's mostly exists in the family structure. And I've said before, patriarchy's good. But even from a societal structure, you kind of need men to sometimes go, no, we're not doing all that.
Right.
We're just not doing all that.
It takes. That's what it takes.
If I can just jump in, Mona. So I'm thinking, I just want to bring this conversation.
What is this, Michael Pena doing a character? Or, you know what this looks like? This actually looks like the guy who played Pedro in Napoleon Dynamite.
No, you know what
Came out
this...
as trans.
Let me tell you something. It's Australia. I've already put it together. That's Aboriginal stuff. That's Aboriginal DNA, for sure.
That's
for
an
sure.
abo trans?
I don't know if it's a trans, but that is an Aboriginal, like at least half Aboriginal person, I would have to guess.
Can somebody Photoshop like a coconut or a burger in their hand or something? Because that's just perfect.
Why does she have a mustache?
That's why I was laughing. It looks like Vote for Pedro from Napoleon
Yeah,
Dynamite.
no, but I mean, she really has a thick mustache. But that's a woman though. Because of the voice, that's an actual birth woman.
Back to the land that we're on, Australia, whatever.
Yeah, wouldn't you get that taken care of?
No, because see, you could be strong and still have facial hair, Mike. Don't you know that?
Yeah, you're probably stronger. It's not strength.
Well, that's
I
strong.
want.
More
a woman.
testosterone in you.
Yeah.
Like, we live in a colonial state, and I think for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, we are
I
living
fucking
in a
know.
constant...
See, I hadn't seen this video yet. You heard her say it.
So I'm thinking, I just want to bring this conversation back to the land that we're on, Australia, whatever. Like, we live in a colonial state, and I think for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, we are living in a constant state of duress. We experience violence from so many different types of systems.
You literally are on one of the major TV networks right now being able to bitch about it.
Yeah.
What are you experiencing?
You have medicine now. Thanks, England.
Right. Your fucking life expectancy went up from 37 years old, you know? You really should fucking be great. Like, these people aren't...
You're not hunting fish with a fucking spear, lady. Be grateful.
No, you're right. Like, these colonialists come over here and they give you medicine and food, but all they bring of, but they were also mean to us. No, I get it. I'm sure they weren't perfect. I'm sure they did a lot of fucked up things. I got it. But let's not sit here and say that every woman up there is not benefiting from the stuff that was brought there. You know, the reason you're wearing clothes right now, is because of it. I'm sorry, but there's some tribes right now in South America and in Africa that still haven't figured out fucking food, how to fucking farm or how to wear pants.
Yeah, or irrigation.
Yeah, so don't sit there and pretend like this wasn't in the long run better for you and better for society.
We experience it interpersonally. When you say violence begets violence, there's something it's almost sounding like it's like a level playing field, which it's not. It's absolutely not. So I think if you're defending yourself, then I think I'm surprised. I wonder what our kind of tipping point in Australia is going to be when people are going to start burning.
You know what I love?
I'm sorry, but it's important that you read what she is, why she's qualified. She's an essayist and a screenwriter.
So nobody.
She's
has
a
no job.
literal nobody.
So she has no job.
Yeah.
Got it. What I love too is this is the perfect example of like a female conversation. It's where this woman just goes, yes, I'd also like to bring up a point that I actually haven't even fleshed out in my head, but it's my turn to talk, so I'm going to talk now. And I'm thinking like we should bring it back to Aboriginal. And she's already now getting to the end of her thought. She has no idea where she went. She's digressing like crazy because she's literally just went, my turn to add to the conversation. Shit.
I got to be honest with you. Luis Guzman really lost himself in this role.
Seriously.
I mean, he really lost himself in this role.
It was like the one thing I never had was like like an Oscar.
So you went there.
I just figured, you go trans.
All right, come on, man. Take this seriously. These women are literally getting killed as we speak.
You laugh, but Luis Guzman probably is in this. He's in everything.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a rule.
All right, listen, you're not fooling us, Brodus Clay. Somebody tell my mama. All right, listen.
Burning stuff.
Somebody retain a lawyer. Somebody get a lawyer.
I think I'm surprised.
Can't sexually harass a woman if you are a woman. Haha, you got it's like double jeopardy and shit.
wonder what our kind of tipping point in Australia is going to be when people are going to start burning stuff.
Trans Brodus Clay hitting on white blonde women at Fox.
God. And according, like doing the thing where they put the hand on the wall. And
Oh, I'm
cornering
sorry. Are you transphobic? And they're like, no, I'm not. Just cornering them in lobbies and shit.
Leave me alone.
With his big ass tattoos and shit.
Somebody said this bitch should be selling Geico insurance.
She really does look like a caveman. Sloping brow and a mustache.
Whew, lady. And by the way, we're not making fun of a group of people. We're making fun of this specific lady. She has her opinions. We have our opinions. Like, for example, she has stretched out every turtleneck she's ever put on.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, my mom had to wax her mustache, but that's the point. She waxed it.
She kind of looks like Zordon from the Power Rangers in a wig.
Zordon.
Yeah, Zordon reference, dude. That's what we do here.
That's what we do around here.
Somebody called her Lucy Ferrigno.
All right, I like that one. Lucy Ferrigno.
Fucking She-Hulk looking bitch. All right, come on, man. Pay attention. Why are you being so mean, all right? You respect her mustache.
You're right.
Come on, bro.
Yourself.
Leave Andrea the Giant alone.
7'4" from Adelaide, Australia.
Say violence begets violence says something kind of, it's almost sounding like it's like a level playing field, which it's not. It's absolutely
Sam Roberts' sister.
not. So I think if you're defending yourself, then I think I'm surprised. I wonder what our kind of tipping point
See
in
what
Australia
I mean,
is.
though? She doesn't have any point. She wanted to make.
She
just
keeps
goes,
saying the same thing
But
over and over
I'd
again.
like to talk now.
Okay.
It's like, you know, and then for Aboriginals, you have to wonder what the tipping point is for the
And then you hear the Windows XP shutdown noise.
Gay Wave.
Are you just reading
Sideshow
stuff off the wall?
Freak Fest.
Are you Kaiser Sosaing this right now?
Revenge of the Cis? That's what she's doing. Women should just not be having any of these stuff. Remember when women just had their little book clubs? You go to your little book club. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be when people are going to start burning stuff. I look forward to it.
Well, Murray's question was when is it better offer than assertiveness, strong arguments, and modelling the behaviour you expect of others?
I think
God, it's every time you go back to her, like just this. It's a shock.
Why? There's a lot of her.
There's a lot going
Why
on.
are they focused on her so much?
I don't know.
who's that
They
bloody
should start a
quote?
whole, like, I don't know, spoken word tour and call it the Unfuckables.
Yeah, seriously, Jesus Christ.
And modelling the behaviour you expect of others.
I think who's that bloody quote? Like appealing to your oppressor.
Assault
Audre Lorde.
Assault
You cannot-
Shakur. It's throughout history. No one has
Tupac's mom?
Yes.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Black Panther.
Okay.
gotten their right or their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of their oppressor. It's
so in this-
fascinating for me that men constantly ask, "Oh, you don't want to become like us."
Okay,
So
if I-
don't use violence.
Let's know, finish
So
your
I'm
point.
thinking about
No, it's not that you don't want to become like us. It's that we are better suited to it.
You know what else I've noticed? Notice how they're all obnoxious and interrupting and talking over each other.
Of course.
We can hand you the keys to this planet, ladies. You're going to burn this place to fuck down just the same.
Yeah,
Probably worse.
if we hand you the keys to this planet, you'll forget where you parked and then call a man.
Yeah, do you think that you're going to get rid of the patriarchy and then what? You're all going to just, start respecting each other?
You're not. You know who hates
Could
women?
you imagine that?
You
They
know-
think that, though.
You know who hates women the most?
Women.
Other women.
Yeah.
That's other women hate. let me tell you something.
You
This is the
think
way,
if you get us out of the picture, that's going to be all smiles and sunshine, but all you're going to do is not have men anymore to mediate your fucking petty squabbles.
it's true, and you know the other thing is like we've always pointed out if you're with dudes, right? Like you're hanging out with your friends or whatever, you're at a bar, and a guy walks up. You know, one of your friends. What usually happens with guys is, hey, check out this homo. What are you getting fat of it, you stupid asshole?
Hey, nice shirt, faggot.
Fucking asshole. Hey, let me buy you a beer. And then when they leave, you go, that's my bro, man. I've known that kid since high school. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
when it's women, it's always the other way around. When it's women, fucking Susan shows up and like, oh my God, girl, I love your hair. You're the best. And
As soon as they walk
as
away,
soon as they walk
shit
away,
talk fest.
oh my God, did you see how fat she got?
You know she's cheating on her boyfriend.
She's definitely cheating. You know her boyfriend was hitting on me the other day when he probably was just at the water cooler going, excuse me, I just need to get to the thing. That's you women hate women. That's why it would never work, because with men, even at our worst, even when we were fighting the Nazis over there, we respected we were killing people, but even on Christmas Day, we're like, hey, no killing today. You know what? Let's just be cool to each other. We're in a shitty situation. Men respect each other. Women don't respect each other. You want to
They don't even believe like rape victims and shit. You know how bad women are? Is like they're like, oh my God, hi sweetie, I love you. You know, she said her boss raped her. It's totally bullshit.
Why was
She
her
totally
boss
fucked him.
You know how hot her boss is? There's no way he'd do that.
Women are terrible to each other. It's usually guys. Like, how many times have you been out with a woman and they start on that shit and you're like, Jesus, all right, chill. Like, I don't even care about these people. Why are you talking so much shit about them? Relax.
I'm, in a colony. We live in a colony. Like, we've tried for
Isn't that better than living in a mud hut? I mean, I'm not even trying to be like facetious or being a dick, because all these people that complain about colonialism, the opposite was what? Living in a wigwam?
Yeah, all these cultures think that like without white people they'd all be like fucking terraforming Mars.
Yeah, no, they
and
wouldn't.
The Earth would be in harmony and they'd have future technology.
You can't even paint your house without a man. Like, you know, stop. Be realistic. Set realistic goals.
130 plus years to appeal to the colonizers' morality, which just doesn't seem to exist.
Because again, remember, Native Australians and Native Americans before the colonizers show up weren't killing each other and weren't raping each other. They were raping people. Indians raped Indians too. Aboriginals did the same thing. They killed each other. It's human nature. The difference is that, yeah, sure, people are still getting killed and murdered, but now you're doing it at least in air condition. You know what I mean? Like, yes, there's a baser level of man, and obviously mankind in general, where there's certain instincts that people have, and some of them are terrible. For the most part, except for some fucking terrible people, we've broken out of it, right? Mm-hmm. But to sit there and pretend like they were living in a utopia while they were dying at 33 is bullshit. You know, it's just fucking bullshit.
Royce. Pausing the video too much.
You're right. I apologize.
And I don't, we don't want people taking shots at us. All right. So let Troy Polamalu finish.
That's not
her story.
Troy Polamalu has better hair. Better hair.
Right, yeah.